Guys, my name is Mike Hayataka. This is contact hooping. If you want to put this review online, go for it. I don't care. It's all good. And let's see. Contact hooping, the idea behind that is we're going to be emulating like a contact staff. So we're trying not to grab the hoop, all right? We're going to use our hands, but we're not going to grab with our fingers, okay? So remember the first thing we did was wrist breaks for warm-up. Remember, the lower you have your hand and the higher you try to get your fingers, the more of a workout this is for your forearm, and the closer you'll be to getting this right angle, okay? Which is what you want, so you can touch, okay? So, we're here. You practice breaking it by pushing it from side to side. Remember, toy with the intensity and the speed, trying to catch it. All right, and then remember, we're gonna go for wrist wraps here too. Just follow the hoop around. And while we're doing this, try to keep the hoop as high on your hand towards your wrist as you can. Try not to let it fall down to here, okay? So that we end up with it back on our wrist, not in our fingers, okay? And then remember, just try playing with that a couple different ways with both your hands, okay? All right. Then next we talked about the smear, this guy, okay? So, things to remember. Our elbows are always below our shoulder, okay? Even here, all right? Always below our shoulder. Our elbows don't need to come in close to pass off the hoop. If you can hold it right here, you can pass it right there, okay? And remember, it's not high up on our arms, it's as low on our elbows as we can get it. That's how we get the momentum right here. This is the hardest part, the back to up, okay? So just remember, we're both elbows down, right? And you can use your hand to guide to start, right? And then poke into that hole, bring it up, and we reconnect here. Pass, 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 pass. If you're having a little bit of trouble keeping the momentum, right before you pass it off, you can give it a little paddle right there, okay? I wouldn't recommend it. You'll get like stuck in it like I do sometimes, okay? I forgot to talk about try to breaking directions too, going the other way, all right? But from here, we're gonna do the pickup, okay? And so what that is whatever arm is grabbing from behind and bringing in front, right? So for me, that's my right arm. That's the arm that's going to come over and around. And when we do that in our smear, it happens really organically, right? And then into our wrist wrap, okay? So remember, we're building our combo, this combo. Okay? So, smear, pull it off, wrist wrap. And then we're doing the shoulder fold. Remember this guy? We're doing the shoulder fold, but instead of bringing our hand to our heart, we're bringing the back of our hand or our fingers to our shoulder, okay? But we should still have the hoop in the middle of our body, okay? So it's like this, wrist wrap, in, all right? And then we practice the contact receive. So with our other hand, we pull it into our chest and it'll hinge around, okay? Twist, fold, hinge. Okay, and then that's the next part, is getting back into the smear, right? We hinge, it comes around, and then my hand goes up and sets it on my elbow. So the whole thing looks like this: smear, pick it up, wrist wrap, shoulder fold, hinge, up, down. Okay? And then we also did, just remember the combo in between that, which was pick it up, wrist wrap, set it back down into the smear. You'll start to see that those end points are exactly the same. Here is the same as here, okay? Then we talked about escalators and catching with a contact hold, right? So instead of grabbing it, let the hoop fall into your hook there, and then we pass it like this. So remember, we're always from behind, over it for the pass, okay? Comes out, and then we talked about our arm wraps here, right? So if we remember our arm wrap, around, chop into the hoop. Remember, none of this, not even this, just like this, okay? We come up. As soon as the hoop is going around our head, we push straight out with our hand. Okay, it slides down right into your hand. So when we're at the bottom of the escalator, contact, look at, we're in our arm wrap, and it comes out. Okay? And we learned the variation of that, which was instead of outside and around, inside and hook. And when it comes up, prayer position, back into the smear, okay? So if it's escalating, here, down, okay? Ooh, and I totally forgot to talk about when we're doing our smear, we can drop the hoop into an escalator by lifting whichever knee the hoop is touching, like whichever knee of the hip the hoop is touching. So let me say, the hoop's on my right hip. If I just drop the hoop and lift my right knee, it falls into an escalator, okay? So if I'm going here, okay? So if I'm spinning righty, right knee is easy, okay? And we're in an escalator, all right? Oof, what else do we do? Okay, escalator, contact escalator entry. Okay, so remember we're always here from the outside and lift up. Remember, the hoop is closer to my elbow than my armpit. My hand is not wrapped around the hoop, it's rigid and the hoop is resting on it. And my shoulders are more or less straight out in front of me, not open, okay? To do this, we open our elbows, and once the hoop is swinging around, we push to the sky, shoo, and it falls down into an escalator. Remember, if your escalator is falling low, lift the opposite side leg. Right hand, left leg, right hand. Got it? Okay. And then we did the whole combo from there, right? Which was wrist wrap, up, escalator, contact, contact, arm wrap. Okay? What else? We did the couple of exaggerations of this wrap into here, right? And we also did the weird one where we're going to be spinning this like inwards and lifting our arm up, and it breaks and goes down. Okay? So remember, it's like twisting. It's really exactly what we did when we did this. We twist it here. Instead of just bringing it straight like this, we continue that twist and kind of pull it along, and it's just like what happens with that guy. Okay? Remember to feel what it feels like again. We can do this sustained spin where it's hooked on our hand, and then you just stop, pose, and you'll get it. It'll be perfect. Okay?
Can you do that with the shoulder wrap?
With the
shoulder wrap and then the turn and then.
Oh, sure. Okay. So we go here. Oh, this thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So remember, this is that weird shoulder wrap way to get into the escalator entrance. So it folds, and then my receiving arm goes in, and the hoop is continuing to go this way while I wrap inwards, and then it falls down. Okay, one more time. Right hand, receiving left hand scoop, whoop, break. Okay, so it's really about the hoop is going, okay, it's really got that big motion to it, and that's how we emulate this in a small move. Does that make sense? With the big swooping. Okay, what else do we do?
The funky coin toss thing.
The funky coin toss thing? Wait, okay. Let's do the balance and then the coin toss thing. Okay, so the balance, I know we didn't really go over very much, sorry, it's kind of a new thing for me too. But it's this arm wrap, and instead of pushing really hard straight out, we're gonna kind of whoop, and as it comes up, we sneak our hand around into a balance, right? So, right? Okay, so it's about presenting the platform for the balance, okay? The coin flip toss. Okay, so remember that comes from this thing, right? The way to fall into the escalator. So we can practice it by doing palm spin into the escalator. Remember to do that. We just, while we're palm spinning, we just go around and back. Okay, around and back. Okay, so when we're doing any sort of folded toss, we can aim for the apex of the toss, right there, or right here, okay? And we snake into it. Even if the hoop is horizontal, you can still do that, right? Okay, so for this one, I think it's easier to do the vertical folded toss, right? Where the apex, or the line is up and down, okay? And so to do that, if you practice this thing, right? So it's here, bring it around to the back, and then off on the left side, you'll be wound up already, right? So I'm, okay? So we come here, wind it up. Oh yeah, you know, I told you the wrong way to throw it when we did it earlier. Let me show you. If it's coming off my back and I'm twisting, my hand is going with the twist. right? So I'm unwinding and pushing out that way. All right, so my right hand, that way, okay? Then